Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD campaign. We're back on our Holy Roman Empire series. This is episode 4. In today's episode, we're going to be declaring war upon the Kingdom of Sicily, making sure that King Federico never presses his claim upon the seat of the Holy Roman Empire. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on, let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series thus far, and where you'd like me to expand and conquer. So we've still got our Germanic holdings in Frankfurt in the north. We've got an army keeping an eye on our public order issue, which we still have, because my papal standing is only 3 at the moment. We've managed to take Dijon, Lyon, Orleans and Paris in France. I have taken out Toulouse and Montpellier because I wanted to try and get a connection from Frankfurt to a port city so I could get more trade. But unfortunately, cannot trade. A sea route from their capital cannot be established. And we can't get trade with like a lot of factions. Like England, for example, we can't get the same. So maybe we need to take out Saxony, or maybe the Dutch here as well or something, just to try and get trade. But at the moment, diplomacy-wise, we're quite good. We've still got a lot of our puppets and allies. So here is currently how Europe shapes up. We've got our puppets in most central Germany. We've still got an alliance with England. We've managed to get a new one there with Denmark. We have military allies with Flanders and a defensive pact with Sweden as well. We're currently under the rule of our second emperor, Heinrich. We did have an assassination plot to get rid of. So Heinrich currently has 3 children, a son, Heinrich, who has a bastard son, Volkard. His daughter's been married off to Governor Volram, and his second daughter's married to Governor Otto. My brother, my last living brother, Wilhelm, has a son, Otto, and Gerlach as well. And at the moment, we're doing alright. No over objectives. We can ask the Pope for money once we get some more favour. But here today, we're going to declare war upon the Kingdom of Sicily. Take this territory, get revenge for Bologna, which they took. We'll push down, take Naples, hopefully. Reggio, Syracuse. And then, what we could do is potentially double back and take the city of Rome for myself. We could potentially hit the likes of Constantinople, or even Jerusalem, if that's something you guys would like to see. So Flanders, England, and Denmark are going to come with us. And let's retake Bologna. So let's get this siege equipment built. We've got 3 full stacks in operation with my son and heir Heinrich, and Michael as well. Looking at army build wise, we have changed things up a little bit. 4 units of Sergeant Spears now in the main King's army. We've got some Genoan and Milanese swordsmen, dismounted Templar Knights. We've also got some proper leather boiled archers as well, along with heavy cavalry. And my son currently has the weaker of the 2 armies, and then we've got the reinforcing one here as well. So let's end the turn and continue. We'll be able to take the city of Bologna. They seem to have half a stack inside, which we have to deal with, but it's going to be interesting to see how Sicily react. So guys, this campaign will end in the not too soon future, so let me know what you'd like me to replace it with. Doesn't necessarily have to be Total War Attila or the 1212 AD mod. It just has to be another strategy game, because that's what this channel's all about. I've done Hoi content, Hearts of Iron 4, Crusader Kings 2, been doing a lot of RTSs here and there. So let me know if you'd like to see that alternatively. Okay, so Poland has declared war upon my puppet Bohemia. Brandenburg and Denmark will come and assist. I'm going to enter the war on ally side. We are still dealing with minor public order problems, and my recruitable population has slowed down in Germany as well. Struck mute. While giving a sermon, one of your priests was suddenly struck mute. Clearly there's evidence of the Lord's displeasing. Really? That's weird. Oh, we finally finished our sanitation building, so we can get that upgraded in a fair few cities. That's good. And we can go for Crusader Kings, which is 34 there now. Okay, sweet. So then we can get tier 2 sanitation buildings. Okay, well, you need to go further in the north. Oh wow, Poland's already reacting quite quickly. And Denmark is mustering forces under King Vladimir. Okay, we'll try and get some reinforcements here, but we should be fine in Saxony in the north. Still keeping an eye on public order stuff where we can as well. And here he is, Federico. King Federico's pushing north. So what does he currently occupy? And strength ranking, I'm curious. We're first, England's third, Sicily's sixth. They have 5 territories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they haven't pushed into North Africa, which is definitely the play for them. And they did declare war on us, trying to press their claim. But they only got as far as Bologna. Okay, so Emperor Heinrich now can deal with the Sicilian force. So the reinforcing army has a lot of spearmen, and the garrison inside is a 4-star commander. We have 8,310 men loyal to the Holy Roman Empire against 4,000. We outnumber them 2 to 1, and let's auto-resolve this one out. Emperor Heinrich has taken Bologna for the Holy Roman Empire. He has taken a fair few casualties in this fight, but that's fine. We've taken the city here now. I want to try and get a field battle, if we can, here today, because we've had a lot of sieges in this series. We haven't had an open field battle in quite some time. Okay, so we'll allow Heinrich to push down to Naples. Napoli. My son and heir, Prince Heinrich, can start the siege. Building some siege equipment, but the garrisons in Italy and in the Kingdom of Sicily seem to be quite strong for now. If I was, can this comfortably take it out? 2 to 1, yeah. It's just when they add another half a stack inside, they become quite strong. We'll see how the Sicilian king reacts to this. 26 years of age, our second war against them for the series. He might even double back to Naples with an amphibious attack to hold. But if we do ever attack Rome and take our ancestral seat back, it will make us go to war with all of Christendom, because there's a script, if you kill, attack, and take Rome, that the West and rest of Christendom rise up against you. So if we are to do that, basically nuke the series, and it'll be the finale whenever we do it, we'll have to leave it till last. So maybe we're better off, after getting rid of Sicily today, focusing on Constantinople or Jerusalem. Let me know in the comments. The Mongols are at war with Trebizond, and a lot of stuff has been demolished to the north. Oh, English pretenders encountered. Ah, they're attacking the city of York. That's quite interesting. Well, Heinrich's going to be able to take Naples here, and we've taken 2 Sicilian territories in quite quick succession. I don't know why they are still remaining amphibious. Oh, he's actually fled. The Sicilian king has not been able to disembark in time, and he's fleeing further south. Wow, that's really interesting. Okay, well, can the Emperor push further down here? No, he can't just yet. We'll push to the border. Depending on the garrison inside, we should be able to besiege Trento. Siege that one out. We could force march to bring him in if need be, but I don't think I want to. We'll continue to break down this where we can. We'll convert this to a walled city eventually as well, and we'll move this out here. We have 5,300 in the bank, and whatever happened to that Polish army? Ah, they're pushing towards Hamburg, which is interesting. Okay, let's try and get some more units here. Let's build a semi-decent army. I've also got my armies here that are hanging around and keeping public order in my southern French territory. So let's try and spend some money towards them. And then we've got 2,300 to focus on buildings. Okay, sweet. Okay, let's end the turn and continue. I wanted to get a field battle against the Sicilians, but the way it's sort of going, we might just have to siege out the city of Syracuse itself. But no matter. It just depends how the full stack reacts. Yeah. They were posturing at Bologna more. I thought they would have had more forces towards the south. Oh, no, he's managing to rotate a bit back in now. Towards Reggio and Sicily. Yeah, I thought there would be bigger armies than the one in Bologna. I thought we were comfortable to siege that. Maybe we should have played it. But if he comes back in, we should have a good fight against Sicily here today. We'll see how we go. Okay, welcome to the top of the turn. A potential rebellion in Dijon. That's fine. We can probably just let it rebel. So that we can eventually use it. So we'll try and convert the city of Naples as well. Let's not upgrade that. Let's just try and get sanitation, food, and religious buildings in as quickly as possible. I'm surprised we can't actually use a lot of these buildings. We have to rely on our own. Okay, so how's public order going down here? Oh, it's actually not looking too good. Alright, what's his name? Michael. Mikey boy, can take Taranto now. We have really blitzkrieged. Okay, so we'll break that down as well. And I guess we go down to Reggio, so we'll allow Heinrich to siege this one out. Even though he's not at full strength. But with support of the Prince... should be enough. Maybe we need to get force march just in case, because you never know. Oh, he actually could hit that. Oh, he's so close. Yeah, we might need to get a general down here. Oh, Otto's of age. That's who this is. Yeah, I just wanted to double check because I didn't want to actually bring in someone who's a little bit important. So the only thing we can recruit here is crossbowmen. We need a force down here just to reinforce and help. Okay, we'll allow that rebel in the north. And you guys are keeping an eye on that Polish army, which seems to have disappeared. That's alright. Alright, and these guys are still holding where they can. Okay, so my lineage is still relatively secure. Emperor Heinrich has a son, a bastard son. If it doesn't go to him, if he's not legitimized, we've still got Wilhelm, Otto, and Galerich, who are my brother's legitimate children. Alright, let's continue to upgrade the army where we can. So, as we are getting slowly but surely closer towards their capital, they might make a play here in defense, because they realistically don't have a choice. They could have very well gone into Sicily there. The Electorate of Trier, I don't know what exactly they're doing. And Sweden wants a military alliance. Sure, King Eric, if you want to fight more Polish, I'll help you out. Or need a defense, we can send some forces. So I've made the decision to sort of peace out with Scandinavia. It's a good play early on, but like in Medieval 2, but we were sort of forced into a war pretty early on with the no, let's not accept that, because I don't want to piss off the Scandinavian brethren. Yeah, you don't often get forced into a war with the French pretty early on, which we did. Let's take his hand, and we should be able to take that now as well. Wow, we have absolutely blitzkrieged down the peninsula, the Italian peninsula. I'm quite surprised about it, to be honest. How are we going public order wise in a couple of these? Because this army could really sit back. To be honest, that doesn't need to be too far up. So I am trying to actually, that should be a castle. Probably. No, it's a port. We want to make this economical sort of stuff. I'm trying to convert and use some of these buildings on the fly. Oh, there's that Polish army. I don't know what it's doing. So weird. Did that rebellion happen in Dijon? I think it might have, but Trier entered my land, so maybe they finished them off, or the Swiss. Okay, well, I could move you just to the border here to get some line of sight. Can you move back in time? Yeah, so they're going to hold up there in Syracuse. That's fine. You can sit back there then to repair. You can actually nearly get there. Nah, we'll give it a turn. I was going to say I could probably nearly rush it, but I want to allow for some replenishment because we did stretch ourselves a little bit thin there. How's the public order? It's not too bad. It's safeable. Man, oh man, my generals are just going up in stats like crazy. Even some of my governors. Sweet. Alrighty, let's end the turn and continue. So it looks like they're going to hold their last stand. Put all their eggs into the Sicilian basket. Federico's now 27. And it's going to end in the siege. Man, the castle of Sicily in Medieval 2 is so impressive. It's such a big, cool stronghold. Maybe I should play as them next. If we do another 12-12 campaign. Or maybe we should play someone completely different. I don't know. Let me know in the chat and comments. Poland still want peace. I actually nearly might accept that because they're getting into a weird spot where they could hit my French territories, which are slightly more under-defended. The English pretenders have been gone. Yeah, where are they? Because they're just sort of... Yeah, I can't seem to see them. I'm starting to hemorrhage a little bit of cash now, but that's alright. Okay, this army should be enough to take Sicily, and it looks like he's going to stand and fight. Wow, okay. Bit risky doing that, but I accept it. Wow, why does it take so long to build siege equipment here? Must be some sort of debuff they're giving us. Federico, 4-star commander, the King of Sicily. And we'll bring in the Prince. And we'll hold you here in Reggio just to maintain public order, I think. Nah, never mind. We'll go there. But it's going to take 3 turns before we can get any sense of siege equipment. So we're going to have to hold this one out a bit. Okay guys, welcome back. So I've built up some siege equipment, and although we don't have ladders, I think we're just going to have to attack. We've only got 1 unit of a battering ram, because every single time they keep on going back and forth. The king, he's in Syracuse, he's not, but by the look of it now, he's actually look like he's trying to leave. So we don't want him to do that. We want to try and get the king instead of like fleeing off into the sea and then starving and running on supplies. We don't want that. So let's push and attack the city. So he's outside. I don't know why the AI does that sometimes. It's just a little bit silly in my opinion, that they just go back and forth like that. We'll chuck down a quick save and a hard save. Just in case the game crashes. So we have 7,851. They have 3,715. And then they've got that reinforcing army we have to watch out for. Let's fight this one on the field. We've got a battering ram. We really should have built ladders technically first to scale the walls, because we do have some axe units, and those dismounted swordsmen can do all right against manually chopping down the gateway. So, the Battle of Syracuse, 1220 AD. We can finally put to rest the Sicilian claim to the Holy Roman Empire throne. 4 units of spearmen coming in. We've got some puppet units with the Genoan and Milan variants. We have some dismounted Hospitallers and Knights ready to earn their keep in the off-season of crusading, I guess. Archers and cavalry ready to push in, and then we have to watch out for an amphibious attack coming in. Inside the city, there's a lot of crossbows, and there is some heavy cavalry which we have to watch out for, and spearmen inside. So if we can swarm and take the city quickly, we should be able to initiate the countdown and save a lot of Holy Roman Empire lives, as the majority of the enemy, with Franco's army coming in, Franco, Federico, whatever you want to call him. It's all Greek to me. Yeah, so there's going to be essentially 2 battles, I guess, depending on where he lands. To the north, not too much of a beachhead. To the south, potentially more. He who seeks absolute power must dare to break every rule. Yeah, well, it's quite fitting if we're going to go against the Popey in the next episode. To crown myself the Caesar and retake Rome. Okay, let's start the deployment. So, wow, even after sieging 2 turns, the city is in complete ruin? That's really interesting. Okay, well, this is probably the point we're going to push. So, let's move our dismounted hospitalars here. And let's... you're actually quite depleted there. We don't want to risk a half strength you routing, because especially with... even though you're like dismounted, heavily armored hospitalars, we definitely don't want that. So they can push that fine. Actually, you know what? There's more towers here, so we'll allow you to go here with the ram so you're quicker. We're going to allow one of our... we'll send in the Milanese to cut that down instead. So we'll allow 3 units to hold here. We'll chuck probably 2 units on this far side, because we do need some amount to deal with enemy reinforcements coming in. So we'll move you here, because I reckon they're going to probably deploy on this side of the beachhead just because it's closer. So that can be initial assault. Cavalry here ready to go in as well. Archers, loose formation. I think firing here is probably our best bet. Just getting you in here firing, and then we'll probably leave it at that. So let's have a look at some of these new units. Dismounted hospitalars and stuff. Better quality cavalry. What else have we got sort of here? Yeah, so here are the Templar Knights, cavalry. Let's have a look at some of the Milanese units. Something a little bit different. Yeah, so these are from our puppets in Milan. And then we have some Genoan soldiers further at the back as well. And then our secondary force with just some HRE spearmen. So let's start this. Let's get that going. Try and move you up as close as we can. Oh god, this guy's going to have a hard task trying to break that. Well, send in the vassals. Allow them to lead from the front, I guess. Okay, archers can move up to a better position. I'd say hearsay. Move them in. Allow my cavalry to rotate to about, I'd say there. Because they're going to have to deal with... just get the whole lot. So, yeah, try and get like there. And they already seem to be moving in already, which is interesting. Okay, my reinforcements are coming in. I'd nearly be tempted just to allow the generals to retreat, because we just don't need them, to be honest. So my reinforcements are now here. Along with you guys, so that can be the reinforcing army in that way. You guys can eventually move this way. Oh! I didn't even notice that. Double back. Oh, you're caught. You're fucked. You've committed too much. Because what I didn't realise is that is there some sort of defensive position we can take up? Spear wall. There's rocks here. We should have held back. If we somehow surround them, we'll be right. Because they're reinforcements, some of them were... Oh god, these guys have been crushed. And now we're holding the door for them, because Federico's had to deploy there. It's such a shame. Cavalry needs to get over there. At least some. That's caught me there, and I haven't been ready. So, unbeknownst to me, the Sicilian heavy cavalry is deployed on the field and has caught some infantry here. Some that were trying to break down the wall are actually fighting Federico himself. We're going to send some of my cavalry over here to help. But I don't know how well they're going to do, because we might be able to pin him down. The cavalry's hauling ass. Alright. We'll send these units here to help out any amphibious assault. You, except for the archers, can rotate that way as well. Some of them are falling out here, but it does look like some of my cavalry is going to make it. Oh, crikey, what a crazy fight. We only outnumber them by a small margin as well. Alright, well, we'll send the heavy variant to deal with Federico himself. Form up into a good position, and then we'll reform you as well. It looks like now the Sicilian fleet is going to disembark from their ships. We need to meet them on the beaches. Units are falling down here. Halt the advance into the city itself. We need to deal with everyone coming off, being disembarked. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but they're fighting them. You need to swing around the back of that. You can fight this. You swing this way. There's a lot of moving parts here that we have to deal with. Crossbows can be disembarked off the beaches, fine. It's the spearmen that worries me. Get all these archers here, if we can. Alright. Deal with them. It's doing that thing where you can't attack them technically. That's not too bad to start things off. I need to slow things down a bit because there's a lot of macro. Alright, you destroy that. You go after that. Same with you. Pick that spear unit. You go down and help this. And then what we're going to have to do is we're quickly going to have to move and pan. Okay, and then we got the you here. You can get down this way. I'm going to give out an order for all my archers to go there. Alright, what's happening here now? Okay. They've come back. I guess they were fleeing. You finish off this. You go into the back of that, because we're still actually... Whoever these guys that are... Yeah, it's the heavy Milanese infantry. And there's some HRE cavalry at the back. Right, that's what's doing it. Send more in. Because I was gonna say... We're absolutely crushing the Sicilian king here. What a crazy fight. I kind of predicted how this battle would go. There would be sort of two fights going on. And it's just whoever can sort of hold on here. Cavalry can move out. Infantry starting to do alright. Just move out cavalry if you can. And the enemy general's being killed. That's fantastic. And the gateway's been destroyed there. Right, pull back there. Alright, a lot of free units here now. Go and deal with that. Alright, you're now gone, so you fall back. Allow the Genoans to go. Are they inside? I can't even tell. Yeah, they're actually somehow glitched inside. Even though that's not being taken. Okay, we need to be flanking here big time. Alright, push for this. We need cavalry down here operating. Swing around that, please. There's a couple of pockets of Sicilians just holding out. So we've got dismounted veteran Templar Knights fighting hand to hand with HRE soldiers and sergeants. Okay. Now try and get around the back. Let's go with a cavalry charge there and hit them. For the Emperor! For the one true Emperor. Right, that's good. Swing around to something like that. They're buckling now. Okay, so are we starting to get some of these guys in? Because we should be. Whatever happened to this battering ram? Still struggling to go through a bit. No, they can't seem to get in for whatever reason. That's so strange. I don't know how they managed to glitch in there, but they certainly have. Alright. They're doing alright against these crossbowmen by the look of it. Cycle charged a bit more, please. We've stopped the first amphibious attack. But it looks like there's some more coming here. So you can swing this way. You can deal with that. Yeah, try and hit some of these guys here. We need to make an assault in there now. How are we going? Okay. So we've only lost about 600. We're really doing a number on them. But man, that that little attack with the cavalry really threw me off. I guess it would have. Like, the command structure went all out the door. So we still can't seem to take this. They've actually closed it now for whatever reason. Let's send a lot of billmen up here. And we'll keep them there for that push. We still are struggling to take that gateway down here. It looks like they fled off it. And then now they're back. Pull the cavalry further back. Allow these archers. And we'll move them there. Try and get some shots. Okay. Phew. Right. That's doing that fine. You're sitting idle a bit. We'll allow the rest to go into this. Okay. So it looks like those Templars failed in that assault. You can go here. Some of them are still holding out there. And we're sending in some billmen down to break down this. Okay, they seem to be holding us there for now. Pull cavalry further back. Allow cavalry to run down skirmishers. Actually, you know what? Yeah, just get rid of them. We need them to help. Alright. Come on, break it down. They're still taking quite a while to get there. What's left in the city anyway isn't a whole lot of much. We can sit some of this cavalry back, maybe. Alright, that's gone now. Swing around here. Free up this infantry down here that are fighting the last of their lighter spearmen. We just need a couple of options to get into Sicily. Swing around the back there. That's fine. You deal with that. You deal with that. Alright, just get some charges now. I'll take that. Okay. Right. They're starting to plug some gaps. Right, we need it. These archers really need to earn their keep. Skirmish at the back where you can. Okay, do we finally get in? Yep, 100% damaged. Finally. Throw everyone in. Except for these two cavalry units. Go in now. Get rid of them. Send two to commit around the back. Send one to take this. Send three to attack their general. Okay, did we finally break down that there? No, not quite. 84%. That'll allow two more to come in. Okay, I don't know why some of my archers aren't pushing. these guys need to be hitting around the back. We're not causing too much friendly fire anyway. We've lost 1,000, but we've nearly killed 4,000 of them. Ah, there's still a small unit there holding out. I'm surprised about that. I thought we would have got the last of them. Some are still fighting on the beaches. Alright. Gateway's nearly ours there. And our reinforcements here are coming in. Oh, why are they doing that? So silly. Alright. Swing around the back of this, please, boys. Yeah, it's just numbers now. Oh, our archers are shredding them. Look at that. Especially those back tier ones. Yeah, go for that. Alright. Finish them off, please. Yeah, it's probably causing more friendly fire than anything now. To be honest. Hit these guys that are running. We're in the city now. Medium spearmen are holding there. But push for the rest. Do we finally break that gateway down? No, it is still holding on. Okay. That's been taken now. Go this way. Alright. And victory. We got it. We didn't even need to take it. Decisive. They ended up routing in the end. I was going to fall my archers back. But victory. We've taken out the Kingdom of Sicily once and for all. King Federico's head is on a pike. Emperor Heinrich deployed 7,851, the largest host the HRE has seen in decades. We lost 1,135. They deployed 3,715. Even though it was an amphibious assault towards the end, the Sicilians did a pretty good fight. They deployed 3,715 and lost 3,137. Man, oh man, if they actually stood and fought within the city, it could have been very, very different, that fight. We would have seriously had to bring a lot more equipment. But, to be fair as well, we did only fight with 2 units of battering rams when we could have waited for the ladders. But I just think he was going to go. Like, Frederick was on his boat. He was heading out of there. We had to attack now for him to fight, or otherwise he would have fled. We would have auto-resolved the city. It would have been rather anticlimactic. I don't know why the AI does that. Maybe it's because it's like, we mathematically know and calculate that we're going to lose, so we might as well just sit outside just to retreat, maybe, rather than doing an epic last stand. I'm not entirely sure why it does that, because I have seen that happen a couple of times. Cities that come to mind, Bordeaux potentially, they go in and out, and in Wales, yeah, it happens in Dublin and in Wales quite a bit. But first time fighting with some heavy quality infantry. The Templars did awesome as always. Same with the Hospitallers. The Genoa Knights did quite surprising, and our HRE cavalry tore up. So it looks like we've taken Syracuse for now, and that should be the fight. We could subjugate them, but I'm not. I don't trust them. And is that it? Because we destroyed that army. Yeah, that's it. The Kingdom of Sicily is officially destroyed. King Federico is dead. And now belongs to the Holy Roman Empire. Awesome stuff. Let's try and break that down where we can. Alrighty. So, whose strength ranked now? 3rd. The Cuman Confederacy. So we've got territory in Germany. We control a lot of it through our puppets. France. And now, the majority of Italy. All that sort of remains is the papacy there. But let me know if you want to sort of fight that in the next. But unfortunately, guys, I have to end it here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the conquest of Sicily. here today. Unfortunately guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section down below your feedback for the series, and if you'd like to see more, that's the best way to ensure more content. Leave a dislike if you're not enjoying the series. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description below. Patreon and merchandise link in the description below, along with the Steam group. Come and join the community on Steam. And on that note, unfortunately, I have to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching once again. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Go out and have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye.